starts off some opening comments today.
Like I said last week, I'm grateful that the part of the investigative part of the NCAA case is over and we can now move forward. I look forward to getting our response completed and submitted to the NCAA, and then getting before the Committee on Infractions. I love how our team has responded. I mean, they've probably been the greatest testimony and the greatest encouragement of how to handle adversity, and they've been remarkable. And you know, watching their social media accounts and all the things that they have to say about receiving some news that wasn't favorable for them, they've been incredible. It's they've been a do not blink, play the next play, control what you can control team, and it really tells me a lot about hopefully our leadership of the team for this coming season. Can't wait, obviously, to get out today and get started and see them on the field. And I get a remarkable opportunity really to lead in a difficult time. As we all know, this is a preparation for life, and life doesn't always give you what you want, and certainly this is a great opportunity for me to lead them. And it's all about perspective to me. And while none of us enjoy what we're going through right now, it is about your perspective. Some people see glass half full, some half empty, and really it's right both ways because it's how you see things. And so we're choosing to see the opportunity and preparing us for something down the road, whatever that might be for each kid. I'm so appreciative of the many encouraging texts, calls, emails that I've gotten from Rebel Nation and from fellow coaches and from friends, and it's been very encouraging. And now it's time to turn our focus to football, and I can't wait to get on the grass this afternoon and with a new staff in a lot of places, new systems, and see the energy of these kids. It really has transformed me into really focusing on pouring into those guys. They're the ones that deserve it. They deserve the attention, and they deserve it to be on them. And unfortunately, it hadn't been that way a lot. But today, we really get to turn our attention toward them, and I'm excited about that, as is our staff and our kids. So, can't wait for practice. Hope you can join us.
All right, raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you.
Coach, I apologize up front, but the elephant in the room, if you don't mind us asking a couple of questions before we move to football. Would you have done anything differently? Also, I want to know about, in your, 22 years in coaching profession now?
20, probably a little more, 24, 25.
years, and I imagine this is the first time you've had like your integrity questioned. First time you probably had to worry about job security. Yeah. Just address those things for us if you don't mind.
Wow. Can we, so what's the first question?
If you would have done anything different.
Done anything different? That's something that I have and will continue, man, to think about. I do that every day anyway, is thinking, could I have done something different today? And certainly, as you look back from 2012 to 13 to 14 to 15 to 16, I have done a lot of things differently, and we'll continue to evaluate that, throughout this whole process, for sure, and seek people that give you wisdom as to what you could have done differently. So yes, I will. I'll always, sit back and think, what could I have done differently? And second question was
about, your integrity being questioned in certain circles.
Well, that's hard. That's the toughest part of this whole deal, really, is your integrity being questioned, and whether we like it or not, and whether it's true or not, public opinion forms some people's opinion, and your wife and your kids, man, they have to read all of that, and some's true, some's not, but yet it forms the opinion, and so that's difficult. And I'd have to say, growing up in Tate County, when you're dreaming about a job like this, and with the friends I had, and Ole Miss being near to all of us, and then one day dreaming, man, if I could ever coach there, that's like a dream. This certainly is not part of the dream. It wasn't something that you sat back and you thought, I've never thought I would ever go through anything like this. but yet I have, and I tell you what it's done, a couple things is one, it's really taught me that God is not near as concerned about my comfort as he is my character. And, you know, he's preparing all of us through this for a platform. And so I like to be comfortable, but this is not comfortable. And it's really made me hone in on, at this point in my life, the things that I really want to excel at are being a great husband and a great father and a great mentor and a great teacher. And so this has really made me really focus on those things. And while it's difficult, it really is if you really focus on those things, you try to be numb to the noise. If it's true and accurate, you try to learn from it. If it's not, you really try to become numb to it and pour into the things that at this point in my life, I want to be great at. And that hadn't always been the case. There's been other things that motivate you throughout, you know, my career and things, but at this point in my life, those are the things that I really want to pour into, is my family and my players and being a mentor to these young coaches around here that get to watch me every single day, and how I'm going about handling a difficult situation. And, you know, it's also made me very grateful for the true friends and people that they know me, the good and the bad, but they don't have to question that part of you. And it's times like these you see who's really in the foxhole with you, and they got backbone, and so it's done a lot for me. But it is the toughest part of it, no question.
What's the job security?
I'm not really concerned. I've got administrators that have watched me for 5 years do everything very closely, and they've been so supportive and have been unwavering in that.
Let's talk some football.
All right.
The guys who